Welcome back, CoolWiFiKidz, to episode 26.
Today, I'm going to show you a trick that my dad taught me. Do you know it?
No, but why don't you show me?
Alright, I'll show you and the audience. But first, I need to ask you a small question. Do you operate on a Windows PC or a MacBook? Because this trick only works on Windows. So if you can, try it along with me. But first, you can see here that I have a Windows PC that I'm remote connecting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the search bar and I'm just going to type in CMD. And you can see the first thing that pops up is command prompt. So what we're going to do is we're going to click enter. Now, you can see it like this. The first trick is typing in color like this. And then you're going to click space and then a question mark. Now, when you click enter, you can see it gives you a list of colors. So, what's your favorite color?
I like aqua.
You like aqua? Well, I can change this entire white screen to aqua. All I have to do is click enter, and then I'm going to click color again. And then instead of doing a question mark, I will do
The number?
the number, because aqua is number 3. What I'll do is space and type in 3. And now when I click enter, it should go to aqua.
Nice.
There it is. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Well, another trick my dad showed me is doing something called netsh. And if you just click the question mark here, it will give you a list of prompts you can use.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Let me just expand this. A list of prompts you can use here. So you can see, it'll show you, whenever you do a command, a question mark, it'll show you what you can do after. So you can see that you have a lot of this stuff. But what we're going to focus on is the WLAN right here. Because that is wireless connection, which is Wi-Fi. And we are the cool Wi-Fi kids. So what we're going to do is we're going to click up arrow key, which sends us to the last command we entered, which you can see there is netsh question mark. And instead of the question mark, we're going to put in WLAN because we're the cool Wi-Fi kids. And then again, after that, we're going to put in another question mark.
A lot of question marks.
Yeah, a lot of them. And now it'll show you the list you can add after that. And you can see there's a lot. There's like add, connect, delete, this kind of thing. But what we're going to be focusing on is show, because we want to show you. So what we're going to do is go to the bottom. You can see there. What we're going to type in is an up arrow key again, because it will show you again.
It's like a shortcut.
Yeah, shortcut, exactly. And then you're going to delete the question mark and type in show. And then another question mark. So there you can see it gives you all of these commands here. But what we want to really know is the show, you can see here, show profiles. Right there.
Yeah.
So let's do that again. So up arrow key there.
The shortcut.
Exactly. Delete the question mark. And do show profiles. And now you can see it gives us a list of the profile SSIDs of networks this device is connected to. So you can see there's a lot here, and if you spot closely, you can catch something cool.
Wi-Fi kids.
What?
No, you said cool. I said Wi-Fi kids.
Because the cool is the Wi-Fi kids. You get what I've got? Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. We'll move on now.
Pack it up. So let's just choose a random one, and let's just say Vipassana here. All right, we got that. So what we're gonna do is up arrow key again, delete the question mark, and then what you're gonna do is type in name equals whatever the network device name. So it'll be different for everyone, but for us we pick pass and then what we're going to do is we're going to do key equals clear. Boom. And then we get a lot of information here. So you can see that the version, type, name, control, so it has all this basic stuff. But if you move down to this security section area, you can see it has authentication, cipher, authentication again, and cipher again, which is almost the same like DNC. But the most important part here is the security key. So that's basically the password of this network. And you can see the password is present in this case. But for any other network, it would be different. It would be that password. So you can see how easy it was just to find the password of this network. So that's something you have to be careful about. So upon further review by our father, we actually found out that we made a mistake from the command prompt. And when we said the password was present, that's because we were using it in user mode. So to find the exact password, we'd have to use it in administrator mode. And to do that, you'd basically do the same thing as we did before. Go into the search bar and type in CMD. And instead of just opening it like you normally would, you click run as administrator right there. Click on that. And it would say like, do you want to allow this up? And then you just click yes. And then you get the same thing like that. And then you can do the same thing like you normally would, like color and that. But basically, if we just go to wlan show profiles and you enter, you can see this. And we'll just use a different one, like let's say CoolWiFiKidz, because we showed you that one before. So we'll just go here, do up, and then just do name is equal to kids, and then we just go key clear, and now you can actually see that it says the actual password, which is 2012-06-23 there, which is like, because before we said it was just present, like you can see here the security is present, but if you actually run it in administrator mode, it says the key content, and then it shows you the exact password. So that's just a little mistake we have to fix up there, but that's basically it. So if you want the exact password, just make sure to run it on an administrator mode when you're using the command prompt.
Yeah.
Because if that happens, if you just leave your computer unattended, anyone can go up to it and just do this quick, simple thing to find your password.
Yeah.
But a way you can prevent this is by logging out of your computer when you're not going to use it for a while. But another way is you could just do this. So you go back to that network clear, and then you delete everything. Wait a second.
It's hard to see the screen.
Yeah. You delete everything up to wlan and click question mark again. So we have this, and we have this one called delete here.
Yeah.
So you see that?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to that prompt we just did, delete the question mark, and instead we're gonna go delete question mark. Oh wait, I spelled that wrong, my bad. Let's see. Delete space question mark. And now it just says, like, there's not many we can do, but it's just delete filler and delete profile. And because we did profile before, which is just the SSIDs, we'll go delete profile. So, boom, delete profile. And then we're going to go with the same thing before. We can do name equals whatever we wanted. And then we click enter there. And then it says profile Vipassana has been deleted from interface Wi-Fi, which is CoolWiFiKidz, obviously. Another way you can do it is go to this Wi-Fi setting here and going down to like anyone that you just want to forget. Such as a PSK, for example. We click on it, and if we just click forget there, it will forget the network, which will do the same thing that deletes it. There's just one last trick I want to show you, which is going back to wlan show. So this will give you more information about which SSID you're connected to. So you go show ? And then you can see there's one called show interfaces.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go up arrow key, delete ? And go show interfaces. Click enter here. And boom, look at that. You can see a lot of stuff about the Wi-Fi SSID we're connected to. You can see that we're connected to a SSID called MRN1X. Is connected, primary, all this stuff that we don't really understand. It also says that 5 gigahertz is the band, which we learned about, and the channel number, the bands, which can go to 6 gigahertz, even though it's just 5 there. A lot of other things.
Authentication again in Cypher.
Yeah.
When you saw the security one.
Well, that's all I have to say. Did you like the cool 3 tricks?
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
So, just remember that this can only be done on Windows and not on MacBook, but you can still forget the SSIDs while doing this if you're on a MacBook. So, don't worry, you're still safe in that aspect. Also, remember to, when you're leaving your computer unattended, to log out so no one can just do this quick trick and find your Wi-Fi password.
You have to be safe, otherwise.
Yeah, you have to be safe online.
Could happen if you...
Exactly. That's all from me. Do you want to do a recap today?
Sure. So today we learned 3 cool tricks on command prompt, which can only be done on Windows. So we learned how to change the colors, which was pretty cool. We learned how to find a password for an SSID, and we learned how to delete what's it called?
A Wi-Fi network.
A Wi-Fi network. That's cool.
Exactly. Well, that's all I have for today. But make sure to stay subscribed, turn the notification bell on, and remember to watch out for the next video from the Cool Wi-Fi Kids.
Yeah.